Jennifer Hart live from Paris. The planet is currently waking up to a truly historic event. Large yellow submarines have been identified around the globe. Who are they? Where do they come from? And what do they want? The world leaders are currently preparing emergency talks to try to identify
Please make sure your trays are in their upright and locked position, and prepare for invasion. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the Defender, and welcome to Rayman Raving Rabbids 2, developed by Ubisoft Paris and released in 2007. Rayman Raving Rabbids 2 is, unsurprisingly, the sequel to the original Rayman Raving Rabbids. However, instead of just invading Rayman's world, they're now trying to invade our world. And well, we just can't have that now, can we? So, 2 is a little different from 1, because, well, there's not even really like a story mode in this game. The whole idea is that, essentially, we are going on, well, a world conquest, in a sense. We're going to be able to go to different parts of the world and attempt to introduce the Rabbids to our fine and varied cultures. Of course, because they're idiots, they don't understand exactly what's going on, and so they've come up with even more ridiculous challenges that we now have to complete for reasons. Normally, on a trip, you basically get to get 5 minigames chosen randomly from a pool of 9, but we're going to actually just make our own trips. And that way we can have all of the minigames in one neat, compact package. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just call this one USA. Alrighty. So yeah, you can travel alone or travel with a group. Of course, we're going to be literally and figuratively flying solo for this one. So yeah, we've got our custom-made trip. So we're just going to go ahead. Let's see. Play all the selected games in a row. And yeah, you can choose the difficulty. I'm just going to stick with normal because that's basically how you can... the intended way to play the game. So yeah, we're just going to go through each of the minigames, kind of like what we did in Rayman Raving Rabbids 1, but it will be less structured because the game itself is less structured. But yeah, this is dial R for Rabbid. Hold the Wii remote upright to your ear when the light is off. Put it back down when the light comes on. When the light is on, press the A button repeatedly to try and send a text message. Player who presses the most sends a text to the player who presses the least. So yeah, our goal is to be just the worst movie-going patrons ever. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, and if you're too slow, you get something dropped on your head and you suffer pain. Whoops. I'll be fine. Just shrug it off, Rayman. Glad that wasn't me. You'll love to see it. Whoops. Yeah, as you can see, again, the motion controls are not exactly precise. What I also like is that this game actually uses the Wii Remote speaker, and so I'm hearing the voice when I put it up to my ear. Whoops. Again! The Wii Remote, not a precision instrument. Not bad at all. My name? Well, you know what my name is. But yeah, Rayman Raving Rabbids 2 does a lot more to actually make the game's multiplayer. In fact, I think every single minigame, is multiplayer in this. Alright, so this is anesthetics. Swing the Wii Remote to hit the Rabbid. The fuller the gauge, the harder the hit. And the more the Rabbid gets sleepy. The player who gives the last blow wins. Now we gotta get the patient ready for surgery. So yeah, just smack the Rabbid until he falls asleep. wonder if this is covered by insurance. Somehow I doubt it. Do the Rabbids even know what insurance is? Probably not. Let's give a slight smack. Oh, this should do it. 99. Oh, I did it. Nice. But yeah, unlike in Rayman Raving Rabbids 1, again, for more differences, there is no, like, score requirement. Oh, interesting. Usually the song is supposed to be the last one, but I guess we're just gonna go right into it. So yeah, returning from the original, we got music. Only this time, we actually have much better prompts, as you can see. There will also be some moments where you'll need to do some unorthodox motions in order to gain points. We can also choose an instrument. The number of stars indicates the difficulty. The more difficult the instrument, the more possible points you can get. I'll go for the horns. Now, during my testing, I found that the swings can be pretty finicky, so you might see me fumble some of these. As you can see, the prompts and timing are way easier to recognize. I guess all that practice paid off. Doing pretty well so far. Well, I just had to will it into existence, didn't I? Oh yeah. I got the moves. Didn't get a medal, but that's alright. Medals are worthless anyway. Although, if you do get a high enough score in a game, you will actually unlock cosmetic items, because you can actually customize the looks of your Rabbids. Because in strict multiplayer, you don't actually play as Rayman, you play as a Rabbid, which is kind of cool. Anyway, this is American football. Also, I like how suspicious the Rabbid looks. Like, that's just... What is he doing? Why is he doing that? That's so weird. Anyway. Swing the Wii remote to tackle. If you tackle the carrier, you get the ball. Alright. As you can see, we're not actually interested in, hold on. The team name is the Rabbid Sparks. Wait, where am I? There I am. Are you trying to tell me that this game predicted Mario plus Rabbid Sparks of Hope 15 years before it came out? Is that what I'm getting here? Oh, that's my spine. I need that. Rayman, shrug it off. Give me that. That's mine. Ow! Ow. Where are you going? I'm over here, guys. Whoop. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, if it works. Excuse me. Too slow. Dummy. I'm doing it, Ma. Are you proud of me? What even was that? That was weird. Got it. Ow! I mean, I knew football was a contact sport, but isn't this a little ridiculous? Oh, yeah. Wow, previous me did really good. Alright, so what's next on the itinerary for today? Speaking of which, I'm going to split up... Oh, spitter cells. Ugh, alright, this is unsanitary. But yeah, essentially I'm going to be splitting up each episode based on the region that we go to. So, this won't take quite as long just because, well, it's not as segmented, but should still be a good time. So yeah. Shake the Wii remote to munch the carrot. Twist the Wii remote to swing the spit. Press the A button to spit. Alright, here goes. Ugh. I mean, that's just unsanitary. Oops. Didn't twist the way that I wanted to. Oh, come on. Dang it. Alright. But yeah, just like before, not every minigame's a winner. course, my setup gets the 2 rabbits that are way the far out. That wasn't even a complete sentence, but you know what? Kids, don't try and dangle your spit into people's coffee mugs while recording your gameplay. It's just, you'll say dumb things. Well, at least I'm getting points. Somehow I still got a high score from that. That was the first time I've even gotten something. Okay, yeah, as you can tell, that one's not one of my favorites. The usual Rabbids. Find the guilty Rabbid. Point at a rabbit with the Wii remote and press the A button to choose them. Alright. Got ourselves a whodunit here. Alright. I think it was you. Probably wrong. Yep, I am. Alright, cool. It's you. This time I'm sure of it. Yeah, as you can see, some of them are pretty close to each other. Alright, not bad. Still doing it. Let's see, are we gonna get to the... There's one in particular that I'm looking forward to. This was not it, but this will also be fun. Point at a jumping rabbit with the Wii remote and swing the nunchuck to quiet them down. So yes, you remember our choir session from the first game? Well, we're about to do that, except in the back seat. Alright. And make sure to only slap the rabbits that are jumping, or you'll make them cry. We must have been able to get a really nice car to have all these Rabbids in it. Oops. Oh, great. Alright, apparently that one was really tough. Oh well. Singing in the rain. Get the dance steps right. Memorize the steps, then with clear-cut movements, swing distinctly the Wii Remote, the nunchuck, or press the A button in the right order. So yeah, this is just a memory game. But as you can see, the Rabbids are more directly parodying things. This is, of course, a reference to the iconic sequence from the, I think it was the 1957. Well, it's from Singing in the Rain, and I think it was from 1957. Oh yeah. Oh, there he goes. Bye-bye. Uh-oh. I goofed. All right. Also, yeah, now as you can see, some of the prompts are just straight up question marks. Oops, oh, I'm dead. See you later. Alright, not bad. And our final mini-game is weirdly thematically appropriate, considering that its sequel is coming out in about a month, Spider Rabbid. And I'm referring to Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Although Spider-Man 2, this ain't. Twist the Wii Remote to steer yourself and press the A button to shoot a rocket. You become the Spider Rabbid if you hit him. Twist the Wii Remote to direct your shot and hold the A button to shoot a web and remain suspended. So yeah, you'll gain points only when you're Spider Rabbid and staying airborne. Okay, that's pretty funny. All right. Time to become Spider-Man. Spider-Rayman. Whee! I'm flying! Oh, no, I'm not. Ugh. I'll take that. Ow! As you can see, there's a pretty significant cooldown between your rockets. My turn! Ow! Again, Wii Remote. Not exactly a precision instrument. I deserve that. Don't mind me just causing hundreds of thousands of dollars in property damage as well as untold amount losses of life. You know, no big deal. This game's rated D10. No one actually dies in this. Ow. Oh, man. I'm like trying to remember how I got the high score on these games so long ago, and it ain't coming back to me. Yeah, not even close. 16,000! Dang, younger me was way better than this. Or maybe he just had more patience for this kind of thing. Alright, well that was interesting. Yeah, I'll say that. Alright, so that concludes our trip of the USA. I hope that it was everything that you hoped it could be. Before we sign off for today, though, we of course have to do some plunger shooting. But as you can see, they're split up into their own area over here. So, we're gonna jump into the USA one. Big city fights! Shoot the Rabbids. Point at a Rabbid with the Wii remote and press the B button to shoot. Press the A button to reload. Yeah, thankfully there's no controller shaking, and you don't have that grapple hand anymore. Rabbinator, favorite food, revenge, hobby, time travel, weak point, belly. Alright. So yeah, these sequences are cool, because they actually digitally insert the Rabbids on real-world footage, which is cool. Let's take him down. Also, getting hurt only reduces the amount of points that you get. Bullseye! Also, in case if you're wondering why some of the Rabbids look like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's because Ubisoft had the rights to the license at the time. Has anyone out here ridden the subway before? I did a long time ago when I was in high school as part of the close-up trip. I went to Washington, D.C., which was pretty cool. Also, yes, there are butt shots in this game. Make of that what you will. Yeah, yeehaw yourself, buddy. Don't hit me with your sausage. And yes, you know what I said. No. Get that out of here. No, you can take that back. Smile! You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I butt-shot Clark. Now there's a sentence you thought you'd never hear. Ooh. Oh, yes! More bunnies to the slaughter. Didn't really think that part of your invasion plan through, did ya? Oh. Really, I missed all of that. I'm almost impressed with myself. Huh? It's probably because I got this mic stand in the way. Uh-oh, loose cow. Boy, the rabbits are really doing... Hold on, Clark. There we go. Uh-oh. Nope. Yeah, we'll see who'll be laughing when this is all over. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be me. I mean, that was still really good. Oh, that was a nice shot. You gotta give me that one. This can't be good. It's the Rabbinator. No. Remember, shoot him in the belly. Not bad. Wow, okay. Man, what did older me do to be that good? I don't know. He also probably wasn't playing with this microphone stand in the way, so, I did pretty well, all things considered. But yeah, that is going to conclude the USA portion of this world tour. So thank you for stopping by, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you're looking forward to more Rayman Raving Rabbids too. If you'd like to stay up to date on the things that I do, please consider subscribing. But for now, this is the Defender signing out. See you later. Oh yes, great. You ruined my outro, dude. Unbelievable.